welcome back. Stella here. Okay, oh, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. How inappropriate of me. Nope, it's gone. But it'll come back. Yep, there it is. Come on, get over it. Oh, excuse me. I don't have allergies or anything. I don't know where that's coming from. So, okay, rifling through my stash, I've found I had these gorgeous papers. So I've stuck one on the front of each signature on top of that. So, and then I found that little envelope that I made. It's empty. I'm going to put something in it. Let's just go through these. I don't know how many I put in each one. It doesn't matter. There's some pretty books. Nice little fence. Let's see what we got here. I like that camera. I do like that camera. Oh, look at that one. Isn't that super? I think it might be 5, so let's just put 5 in there anyway. Regardless, we'll just pop them back there. Okay, let me just pop these in this envelope. So I want to put that somewhere. Let's just check out all our little. You've got one. Oh, and you've got one of them. You can go in there. So I'm not putting any decorations on that apart from the little button. Okay, so that one is ready to go. And let's see if one of these needs that. Possibly this one. I'm thinking, yeah. Yep. So let's just put you in there. Ready to go. So, first up, let's just grab a piece of paper. Just a little scrap of paper. And a pencil. I'm going to measure right from the edge, very edge, and I'll probably take it off a millimetre, take it on a millimetre, and right to the edge of the longest paper. So I've got 16 centimetres, and hopefully my tops and bottoms are even. Probably not. It's about 21 centimetres. Just make sure they are all pretty much the 16. Yep. The 16, yeah. So, and also, sorry, bringing these back in, the size of my spine is not going to be crunched like that. I'm going to let it open let it open, and I measured from here to here, and 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches, or I could have it larger. I could have it larger and go 3 inches. 3 inches will give me that much room. 3 inches. And this is, I mean, these are really quite thick. So, let's see, 2.5 inches or 3. I will do a closure, so that's all that flaring out there is not going to matter. It's in here where they're going to be comfortable. So, let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to take a quarter of an inch, well, it should be probably half an inch beyond this first spine. So I am thinking a 3-inch spine. I can always cut it down. Now, I have a problem in that I tidied up my craft room and I don't know where I've put my bolts board. I tore some stuff off that. I don't know where I put it. Don't you hate that? So, I picked up these from my stash. These are just bits that have been joined together using masking tape. Okay. Masking tape like this, except it was a different one. But I just see a line there. I'm just going to pop a piece in there. Now I find this works. I have made a few albums, a handful of albums, using scraps that I have joined together. Now these are strong. I'm going to put another piece there, I think, down vertical. Not quite sure where the join is. We'll just put a vertical piece down there. Oops. We're really straight. Of course we are. So, I mean, you can fill the whole thing with masking tape. And you've got a really super duper strong piece of board. These boards are 1100 GSM, I think. Or are they the 900 ones? I think they're the 1100 pieces. They're about 1.8 millimeters thick. So 1100 GSM, so I want that ruler and I want my cutting mat. That, and I found a piece of what do you call this? It's got a funny French name. It's an art board that artists use. And I used to use this a lot before I found someone who could supply me with the box board. I used to buy this by the whole meter sheet, and it's about the same. It's the same thickness. I'll just show you that same thickness. No, it's not. It's a bit thinner. So we won't use that, but we will use. We'll cut a piece from here. This is at 1100. First and foremost, let's just get this cut. So we want it that way, but I just want 21 centimeters. Of course, I've got a bloody what do you call it? Imperial ruler. So okay, it's square on the line. It's not quite. It looks alright. "21" is the length, and 21 centimeters is just a tad over 8 1/4, not quite 8 3/8, so it would be maybe 8 5/16. We'll measure it that way when we finish cutting it. So 21 and 21. And just light strokes. Okay, so that's 21, and we want it 3 inches. Now we're on to inches. God. That's the way I work. It's the way I work, I'm sorry. I use both. Okay, so that's my spine. So I said I would check that, didn't I? That's 21 centimeters, and it is 8 and almost 8 1/4. Almost 8 1/4, and it's not quite 21. Stella, you're not quite 21. What have you done? You're 20.9. 20.9. I don't know how that happens. Seriously. 20.9. No, I needed 21. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. What size is this? This isn't 3 inches. No, it's not 3 inches. Well, there's an easy fix. There's an easy fix. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these to my large cutter, and trim that down a bit, or not. My gosh, it's just only like a smidgen over, isn't it? Drives me nuts when this happens. It looked absolutely square on. That is definitely 3 inches. So let's cut a piece here, 3 inches. Actually, let's see if I've got a scrap piece of that same width. I do. We'll save that. Oops. Okay, so let's measure a piece here at 3 inches. Get the best side. That's 3 inches. I have to stand or I can't see. 3 inches. 1, 2, 3, yep. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do the patchwork job. Just for the want of a couple of millimeters, I'm sorry, but you know, that's how it goes, unfortunately. Oh, look where that butts in. So nice. That butts in really perfectly, so I'm going to push it up and then put some tape that way. I have done a video on doing this method. If you want to check it out, flip it over. Same thing. All this for a couple of millimeters. And I'll be trimming some off too, obviously. So now we are going to go this way. Check it all the way around. Back to here. Okay, so that is so strong. Now we're going to measure the 21 again. But this time we're going to measure 8 1/4. And I'm pretty sure that the 21 is pretty close to 8 1/4. Be straight, Stella, goodness sakes. Let's see. 8 1/4, 21. Let's just double check this. I'm going to go a bit bigger. I am going to go a bit bigger. I'm forgetting this is the cover. I'm going to go an extra 1/4 inch on the top and a 1/4 inch on the bottom. So I'm going to go 8 3/4. 8 3/4. And I just realised my mistake. When I wrote these measurements, they were the measurements of my signatures, not of my cover. So the cover is 8 3/4 long. And we cut away the excess from side, sorry. That side. God. Sometimes the brain just does not compute what I'm trying to do. So you cut it from the opposite side that you have joined. This, I didn't cut through, so I only cut through the tape. So, and this is 3 inches, so 8 3/4 by 3 inches. Now, these two pieces are going to be, please have enough room for 8 3/4. Oh yes, 8 3/4. Now you can see my ruler is a bit too small. Not a fan of these green ones. 8 3/4. That's it. Checking all my markings. 8 3/4 by don't need all of that. So 16 centimeters is 6 3/8. And I'm going to double check that. Yeah, 6 3/8, but I'm going to go with 6 1/2. Okay, I'm going to go with 6 1/2. That's the back and the front. 6 1/2 by 8 3/4. Okay, you can see I've joined a piece there. So how much have I got to take off? Not much. So I can take it off here. 6 1/2. It's only a sliver coming off, about a 1/4 inch. Okie dokie. 8 3/4 by 6 1/2. I can trim this one on that side. 8 3/4. That's good. Everything looks pretty much straight. Set that bit. I need to keep a scrap, so I'll keep that one. I'll tell you why for in a minute. Looks like this is a large piece, so I will use this side to cut my 6 1/2. Scrappies, okay. Now to put this together, just get rid of that for a moment. using, this is a fabric tape I found. I found it on, where did I find it? AliExpress. Thought I'd give it a go because I normally, quite a lot of the times I use a crepe, much like this but in black. A bit stronger than this though. But I decided to try this because I got the idea from a beautiful crafter called Amanda. I'll just write it down here for you. Amanda from, how do you spell scrimping? Scrimping Mummy on YouTube. Okay, that's Amanda Scrimping Mummy. I will try and remember and put her address below. So this is so strong and so thin, and it's got a fabric feel on the front, and it's a matte finish, which I like. I don't like glossy. I used to use the glossy what do you call it, construction tape. I didn't like it, so as soon as Amanda showed this on her YouTube, I had to use it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to cut a piece two pieces that size. We'll start with the spine, just two pieces. Unfortunately, this roll has a kink, and I'm just hoping it's not going to affect anything. Okay. It's got this backing that you take off. This yellow paper. Take that off. You can see how thin that is. But it is so strong, so I recommend a pokey tool. Got one? There you are. So, just leave the poker tool there. So I want to go in not quite halfway, just a little short of halfway, because I want a gully. So we're going a little bit short of halfway. Oops. And to this, we are going to use one of these. I'm going to take whole, is that 1/8 of an inch? This one is 1.5 millimeters, and that is 2 millimeters, which is that one. And 2 millimeters is, shoot, not very big, it's 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to put that at the top, set it right next to my tape, and then we're going to put one of these on, back or front, doesn't matter. Just make sure it's level with that piece at the top, and of course down the sides. We'll lift this piece up. You see how sticky that tape is? This is incredible. Now we're going to take another piece. Oops. And we are going to cover this, putting the gully in the center. Now, I'm going to use this. One side will lift, so I'm just going to push that down. If you don't have anything like this, use your bone folder and push that tape to the edge inside here. Then you can push down your tape. We don't quite centre, but that doesn't matter, we've got enough on there. And then we're going to flip it over and then push in that gully there on both sides. And this, like I said, this tape is so strong, I don't think you can put a hole in it. But I don't want to try that out. So, okay, let's get rid of some paper. Now we are going to cut 2 more for the other side. This is my first time using this, so I'm not sure of how it will go, but I think it will go really nicely. I don't think Amanda would steer us wrong. I prefer to go that way so that I can see. I'll stand up. Oh no, if I look at the screen I'm okay, I can see pretty much. Nah, stand up, Stella. That looks about right. And pop our little T-bone in there. And then this piece. Sometimes you need nails. I don't have any. Oops, I think I had it and I folded it. No, there it is, there it is, there you go. Good one. So that looks like it's in the middle. And this is very sticky, as you saw. Whip it round and that gully will join together, front and back. That's gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. So, if I've got any overhangs, I will just snip them off. Or fold them over, doesn't matter. Okay. Now we are going to do, we can do top and bottom first, or I think we might do the sides first. Where's that? Did I pick it up? I'm not sure. I don't think I need any overhang, but I'm going to take an overhang just in case. So I'm going to take a little bit, 1 inch either side of that. And of course my straight cutting is so not straight. Let's just try a pokey tool and see how that works. A little bit better than the fingers. Yeah. So halfway, and if you want to put a pencil mark, which I think I might do, and that looks about halfway, and that looks about halfway. How wrong can you be? How wrong can you be? It doesn't matter. So I don't think I need that overhang, so let's get rid of it. It's only the top piece that is getting an overhang. Oops. Okay. Now we are going to fold it over. Let's just run our bone folder so that it pushes it up the side there, and then we can fold that over. There we go. Next one. Like I said, I don't think I need that fold over. So we'll just trim it off here. Do need some more trimming. I'm not really good with accurate cutting, so I pretty much always need to trim. That's all right. Here we've got some bumpy So try to be as accurate as you can, simply because if you lift something up, it will take off what's underneath it. Okay, now we're going for the long, oh look at, damn. Well, that's not good, is it? A joined piece. I hope that's the only one. we are going to go 1/2 inch over on both sides, and let's make 2 of those. Okay, what's happened here? It's better. I couldn't see whether I was in frame or not. My screen moved. Okay, this one I'm going to face me. Grab my pokey. Now you want this halfway. If we can put that in first. Oh, that's not, ooh, it's not quite right. Only got a tiny 1/8 of an inch there. A bit more on this side. It's okay, we can live with it. So let's put this up against my chest. I'm going to start in the middle. Just go down one side. Do the spine. And then down the other side. Now for here, what am I going to do here? I can't remember. We are going to take off, we're going to cut there. I cut that like that. So we are going to fold in here. I'm cutting it in the middle of this right to the board. Okay. Now let's bring the tape down. And we're just going to cut off the excess on the top, from the top. And then we're going to fold over from the side. So that top part is hidden inside. So here we'll take this one off. Bring that down. And then pull over that piece at the side. And then we are going to just push through that gully, both sides. At the moment I haven't decided which is my front and which is my back. Doesn't matter. Oh, look how square that is. And I am using, or I'm going to use black cardstock to cover it, I think. I think I'm not 100% sold. I think with the white, having just a small black border would look nice. So that looks good, that looks good. There we go. I use my big scissors, they're sharper. So I'm cutting to the wood, then I'm cutting this off. Just like you would miter a corner. Cutting that off. Oops. I love the way it immediately sticks to that thin side. Not quite sure how it would go with a thinner box board, which you would call chipboard if you're in the United States, grey board if you're in the UK. I'm not sure about anybody else. And flip that one over. And being fabric and very lightweight, it has got some give in it, which is great for these. Now if you happen to have any little points sticking out like that little one, just carefully snip it off. It will inevitably happen at the corners. As long as you're not snipping the tape so much that you show your box board. Just that little bit. Okie dokie. We have got a beautifully strong cover. I've just got to decide which is my front and which is my back. Doesn't matter to me. So I'm just going to go and grab some black cardstock. First, I want to try something. I just bought these. Let's see what size that is. That's 1100. Because I've always had problems with making holes. So I need to practice. So let's have a bit of a practice. Rotate the punching slide, positioning the scale control knob to fix the appropriate position. Well, what's the appropriate position? What is the appropriate position? Who knows? Is that drill, or it says to put that in? Oh, look at that. Look at that happens. You're supposed to take that out, I guess? Or do you make a hole first? If anybody's got any info on this, please tell me. Okay, looks like we've got different sizes. Well, that's a black one. What is this? It's a silver one. No different sizes. So do you put that in there? Well, that's not a big enough hole. What size are you? Yeah, you won't work. So let's go with a 1/4 inch. Let's see what that does. So you stick one of them in there. Jesus. Seriously? Maybe that's what that is. To make the hole bigger. I don't think so, but we'll play. We will play. No, it's the same thing. Same size. So complete the drilling. Install the grommet step. Choose the appropriate metal retainer and place it in the hole. Well, the hole is too darn small. The hole is too small, okay? Ugh. Okay. Punching tool cannot punch hole on soft cloth, smooth silk or other softening material. Okay. It is a normal phenomenon if it is found that there is some misalignment between the upper and lower molds. Their position is automatically corrected during compression. Okay. I can see that. Okay, I can see that, yeah. That's slightly misaligned, but once it gets in, it straightens itself. The grommets needs to be correctly placed. Oh, yeah, that's a given. Okay. Rotate the punching side positioning scale control knob to fix the appropriate position. Well, I don't get what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. Let's just try. Appropriate position. Supposed to actually it does make a hole. You've just got to use some oomph. Okay, but these grommets don't fit in there. They're just too big for that hole. Have a look. I'm trying to push this in. And look how small that is. So I'm making a bigger hole. Okay, the material that needs to be punched is placed in the punching area. And the punch head is aligned to the punching position. Doesn't say anything about putting... Oh, that's for the drilling. Okay, we've moved on from there. We've moved on. We're now up to... Choose the appropriate metal retainer and place it in the hole. Back here. Place it in the hole. Yes, we've gone in the hole because I had to make it a bit bigger. Accordiner. Maybe that's supposed to be G. According to the tip of the front end of the instrument, the direction of the position of the metal retaining ring should be correctly played. Huh? Okay. Now am I supposed to do this? Okay. Well, blow me down. That works. It's a bit rough on that side though. So there's only like one piece of grommet, there's not a backing. And there's okay, let's make this next hole just a little bit bigger. I'm still playing, still practicing. But those holes are just too small for these things. So we don't have any backing, what do you call them? Little rings, nothing like that. It's just, get off me. Not a fan of silver, so that's why I'm wasting these ones. Okay, so do you go up or down? Where do you put it? Now you can obviously only go in that far. That looks alright. Okay, ready? Push. Yeah, I'm not keen on the back. It's not really... It's a bit rough there. So we'll have another practice. Let's make this one a bit bigger. Okay, let's try upside down. Because they both got the same. Aha. I'm going to try it upside down. Where are we? There. I'll try it upside down, see how it goes. Oh, terrible. So no, you don't want it upside down, but I just don't like the back. I wonder if that could mean that my hole is too big. Okay, now I do need to use these for making holes in my spine. I just don't know what this is for. I don't know what that is for. Let's put it back to there and see what happens. If you've got arthritic hands that are really bad, don't use this. Use a hammer and an anvil. Okay, so we've got that hole. Let's see if we can make that hole a little bit bigger without making it too big. Just put a pencil in and twist it. Let's try another one. Okay, that goes in. Oops. You shouldn't have to do this. Okay, it went in that hole. So let's see what it does. Okay, very rough. Very rough. Well, I don't know. Grommets need to be correctly placed. Let's have a look. What does that picture represent? Can you see there? Don't put the grommets. Don't put them upside down. I think I'm going to have to take a picture of that and then look at it on my screen. If anybody's watching, have you used grommets before? Oh, come on, you were supposed to be on charge. What's the matter with you? I don't know what that is. Come on. That's the way. Sorry about this. And I'm hoping someone can tell me. Okay, I just want to take a picture of that. Oh, you got to clear it up. Come on. Seriously? Okay. So, I could be doing it wrong. I'll be doing it that way. So that way is wrong. I'm supposed to be doing it that way. Seriously? Okay, okay. That's for the grommets. Let's make a hole, but I'm going for the easy way. I'm going for the easy way. Let's try black. Nah. Let's try green. Nah, orange. My least favourite colour. Orange. So, okay. So, it's not that way. No. It's this way for the grommet. So, you're upside down. Ah. I think I see it, you know. I think I see it. Well, that doesn't work either. Cereal? Maybe I'm not pushing it out. Pushing it hard enough. Nope, that's not the way either. Well, we will just have to, I don't know. I just don't know what that is for. Pushing it all the way there. I'm going to give it one more try, and then I'm going to take what I can get, okay? One more try. I wonder if it's because of the thickness of the board. It does say fabric, leather, plastic, acrylic, cardstock, canvas, suede, and paper. Where's my hole? There we go. One more time. Hang on, hang on. Well, that's better. That is better. That's the best so far. So you do it upside down. You do it upside down. Okay. I had to know because I've got to drill holes and put the grommets in. So yeah, that's the best one. No, that's not it. That's the best one there. So you do it upside down. That upside down. Oh shit, I've forgotten. I've forgotten already. Okay. Let me just grab some black. Running out of this. I'll take two pieces out. Actually, this one is quite thick. Stuff all over. Okay, let's measure. what I want. Go with centimeters. I want 15.5. 15.5 centimeters, or 6 and 1. 6 and 3/16, or 6 and 3/16 of an inch, or you could go 6 and 1/8 by I'm moving about 1/8 of an inch there, so that was 21.5 centimeters. 21.5, and you want 8.5. 8.5 inches. And this will be the same, so will the front and the back. 21.5 for the length, and for the width you want, I would go fraction over 7 centimeters, 7.2 centimeters, or depends on how much space you want between, the little border. I'm going 1/8, so this will be 2 3/4 inches. 2 3/4 inches by 8.5. There we go. So there's my numbers. Just going to cut one at a time, Stella, one at a time. What did I say? 21.5. See how my memory works? It doesn't. It doesn't. 21.5 by 15.5, and I will check this before I cut any more. That is perfect. And what size is that one? Of course it's smaller. Of course it is. 21.5 by 2 3/4. No, 7.2. 7.12. That's good. Will that make too much difference if it's smaller? Of course it will, Stella. Of course it will. 21.5. 15.5. Just double checking. So that's that and that. Now I need another 21.5 by 7.2. That's for the outside. Inside and outside. Let's just go inside and outside. And we'll grab another sheet of paper. We need 2. being 12 by 12, there's no way I can get 2 out of this, no matter which one I cut it. 21.5. And 15.5. What a shame, unless I did use one of these. I mean, it's only not quite 1/4 of an inch difference, so it would be up to you if you wanted to, you know, save on paper. In fact, make them all that size. But I'm not. I like my size, so unfortunately one has to use 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets. Okay, that's them. These pieces will no doubt come in handy, and I always save them. Okie dokie. Now I've got double-sided adhesive sheets, which is my favourite for doing large pieces. I keep all my scraps because they are useful. Okay, let's put you aside for the moment. This one will fit nicely. I can see you. I can see you. That's the way. I can put glue on that side there, or I can center it and put glue on both sides, which I want. Whoa. Yeah. That'll do. These are so handy to have if you haven't got any rolls of tape. So they actually need to be just a little bit smaller than 15.5, because I like to have that little bit of room. Oh, I think I made them bigger. You did, you made them bigger. Gotcha. I always keep the gluey side down. Fit it to the top first and then down to the bottom. Two. This one is, yeah, pretty good. said, oh, too late. I might have a little bit of overhang there. It's alright. Fixable. Where's that overhang? Huh, don't see it. I don't see it. Oops, oops. Oh my God. Come on, I see you there. I see you. Just... Aha, gotcha. Okay, this one's a bit smaller, so we're going to go to the edge and we'll put glue on this side. Okay, let's start. Oh, let's not get carried away. We've got 2 of these. So shall I cut that in half? What is it? It is 15, so 7-ish. A little bit below 7-ish. Oh, and that's too big. That one's alright. This one needs a little bit of a trim. Ooh, pretty close, pretty close. I'm okay with that. Isn't this so much easier than using tape? I think so. Quicker, and I think sometimes depending on the tape, so I've got a better stick, a better adhesion if you want to be posh. Okie dokie. Using this tape, this fabric tape, you don't need to have wings on your spine to hold it down. So we are just going to remove that tape backing, and I'm going to use pokey and just get my glue here happening. Okay, I'm going to take it all off. I'm going to take a punt, take it all off. Okay. Got to to look at about an 1/8, I think it is. And I think that looks pretty good actually. That looks pretty good. Let's go for the other side as well. May as well while we're here. Oops. Oopsie daisy. I think that is pretty good. Where's my cloth? Lovely. Okay, let's do this one. And with this one, I am going to just fold that over. I can put my glue here. Some up here. Okay, on the same distance, top and bottom. Let's just move this across. I think that's it. Okay. I just want to add some glue. What have I done here? My glue dried really quickly. Why are you causing problems? Pokey tool, where are you? Seriously? Pokey. Well, let's use this. Why are you being difficult? When it's got to stick onto that fabric tape, give it an extra workout, an extra squeeze, just in case. All the other sides are okay, but just this one, I wanted to play up. One in every family, isn't there? Okay. I'm actually going to take this whole thing off. I think I'm better off doing it that way. Put some across that bottom there. And then all the way around. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. That's good, isn't it? That's great. Okay, to the side. Where's the pokey? Did you drop? Nope. Oh, there you are. Hiding. Looks about right. I still don't know which side is going to be my front and back. I won't know until I actually put papers in, I think, or cover the front and back. Oops. We're doing it freehand there still. I don't think I've got any glue seepage. Oh, call me a fibber. Okay, in the same theme of my signatures, I have this for the front. Gorgeous, but that's the only one I've got. So all they have to be different. A different paper. So I'm not sure what colour to go with. If I could print out, if I could get that colour and print that out, that would be perfect. So I think for the moment we're going to leave it until I see what I can do about some more paper. But this is definitely my front cover, and it will just go perfectly with these. Look, you've got the earphones, the sunglasses, and the pretty hat. I love it. Absolutely love it. Gorgeous. Love that paper. I wonder if I can get some more. I'm going to have a look, see if I can get some more. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much for being with me. I'm really enjoying this one. I hope you are. So I think probably one more video, and then we'll have this completed. Okay, thank you very much for being with me, and I'll see you next time. If you like it, please click like. It really helps my channel to grow, and I'm just a small potato at the moment, but I'd like to be a little bit bigger. And that's all up to you. So thank you very much, and keep well and stay safe. Bye.